Hello, good evening. I am back with the answers to probable answers to the questions which I had raised in the previous video. Thank you so much to all of those who shared their valuable suggestions regarding examination, because this is right now the highest, I guess, stress which parents and students are going through. According to a few of my viewers, it's not just about raising a problem or focusing on the problem. This is the time when we actually need to think about a solution to the problem per se. I'm too small a fry to give an exact solution to it. We need to work very hard for it, and I guess we should have a platform where teachers and educators and principals and directors of different schools pan India need to get together and raise this issue before the government, that we need to actually revamp the examination system. But of course, that will take a lot of time, and we have to focus at the present scenario. So according to me, a lot of a big role that is, should be played by parents and the teachers in the lives of students, because these are two people on whom students really have their trust. So in school, teachers have to ensure that students are not going through a lot of mental stress. They should not be giving them last minute instructions, do this, do that, oh, you've forgotten to do this. So that would only increase the pressure on their minds. We say they should not have pressure about studies, but then the society has become such that children are actually bogged down with the fear of the percentage that they would get in the ensuing exam. So teachers have to ensure that when children go to write their paper, they are not under that kind of mental tension and stress. At home, which is the other side of a student's life, parents, especially fathers, they need to understand that every child is unique. You cannot rake them or push them with the same kind of tool. So their individuality has to be given respect, and whatever they are doing, just be with them. A smile, or probably a reassuring hand on their head that I'm there with you in this testing time. I think that would go a long way in reigniting the confidence of the child and your son or daughter. And do not give them ultimatums that if you do not do, what is going to happen, our family honor will suffer, and do not bring down my name in society. No, this is not the time. Children, if they have been regular, I'm sure they'll do very well. And this is just the time to give them a few tips which will enable them to do their papers well. So I'll share a few very quickly. Firstly, they should plan out their studies, their study duration, or say a few chapters a day as per the number of days they have between two papers. So, and last day should be only for revision. Let them make certain keywords, because there are a lot of points at times. So the first word of each point can be taken, and some definitely doesn't make any sense. Some nonsensical word will form, but then they can just mug it up. That is one. They should also be told to write the paper in the specified time, keeping at least 15 minutes for revision there as well. They can divide the time for questions, say 10 minutes, 5 minutes, but this has to be done before the paper, because they know the pattern of the question paper. So, and the important points need to be highlighted. Nothing unnecessary should be written, and they should start with the question which they know best. I mean, the answer which they know very well. Of course, they have to stick to certain sections. So pick up a section where you are more sure of the answers, and then later on, as you write the paper, a lot of things come back to you. So rather than sitting and thinking about a certain answer which you have forgotten for that particular moment, it's better to carry on and not waste time, because every minute, every second is precious. So as per the section in which you are good, start with that. Again, just in case you forget something, and this is to be told to the student, leave that space and come back to it when you're doing your revision of the paper. And revision is very important because at times it so happens that when you are going through your own answers, you realize that, oh, I forgot a certain point. So in that particular moment, you can go back and write whatever you may have missed out when you were actually writing the answer. And during revision again, you have to be very careful, keep ticking. The student should ensure that all questions have been done. They can tick mark on their question paper, because a lot of times I have seen students coming out and crying that I could not complete the paper, or I left out a certain set of questions. So these little ideas or suggestions should be given to students so that they can write off their examinations to the best of their ability without being bogged down by the repercussions or by the results, because that will come later. It's the karma which matters. Phal can come later as per our Gita. So thank you, viewers. I hope my small little suggestions, my own personal suggestions, will help our students. Maybe a little, but then every drop counts. So thank you, and do convey my good wishes to your wards, your own children, and your students so that they do well in their examination. Bye-bye. God bless everyone.